I'm still streaming, right? Yeah, I'm still streaming. Okie dokie. Yep. Just doesn't show it on my phone for whatever reason. Okay, it is live. That's what I was like. I was confused for a second, but anyway. Got a lot of cookies here. Add some more grandmas. My normal ratio for buildings, by the way, I'll explain that also. So you can just keep clicking and adding more and buying more, but what is actually a good return on investment? And my current ratio that I've been using, that is probably not actually like a pro strat of any kind, it's just what I've been generally getting used to, has been, yes, this is cookie clicker, definitely, but with Bocchi the Rock is cookie. Very much cookie, very much clicker. We've got farm. Got some cursors. We'll buy that. I've got the auto clicker as well that just kind of, you know, clicks 100 times per second or something like that. Faster than is humanly possible. Kind of crazy how fast I'm clicking actually, but we'll do add some more to the pantheon of crazy. That are making so many cookies per second. I think that we ought to do some initial upgrades here that behoove me. Primarily this plastic mouse one. Well, maybe not actually. You know what? Maybe we should go for the prestige one, because that one's a little bit better. I could always just, you know, add a mine. The mine doesn't have a minigame that I know of, though. I don't think you can do a minigame with the mine. If there is one, I'm just not aware of it. But the minigame is to help you make more cookies, basically. And of course you have the little Chiron going up and down telling you things about what's like in the news. Just to say hi. Ah, hi Juan. Hi. I'm saying whoa. My cookies. I was clicking I was actually clicking manually for the first couple streams, and I realized this is very, very intense. Very hard to maintain that way. Why cookie clicker? People had been asking for it. I didn't have Skoggle tonight, so we can't just go ahead and do more backrooms because he's out of town. He's on vacation. I mean, it's not like I can't, but I don't see a reason to do that given that we're in an ongoing series. We're getting close to the end of the game. Doesn't make sense to start a new one by myself or something like that. Now this is a cookie frenzy. It increased cookie production for a little chunky of time. There's one of the golden cookies you can click and then just kind of rack up tons and tons of cookies that way. I don't know. I would have rather you done Among Us. I mean, we could always switch to Among Us if people don't really like Cookie Clicker. What is the goal of Cookie Clicker? See, that's the funny thing. The goal of Cookie Clicker is to keep making more cookies. And the Ascendance thing that was at the beginning of stream where I sacrificed all of my cookies and everything was just to have higher stats, basically. So that I could come back from the beginning and click even more cookies per second. Through this little stream, you're gonna see that it very quickly and rapidly expands. See, we already got a lot of cookies, and it didn't take me too terribly long to get some of these cookies, but yeah. Pixelated icons. I don't know why that pops with a little news thingy, but got this guy 1,000 fingers. So they boost the amount of CPS. Now, I've done things that aren't probably not generally recommended, because what you're supposed to do is constantly keep upgrading the little upgrades so that you can keep making way more cookies per second, so that you can keep leading yourself into making even more cookies per second than that. That's the optimal way to play Cookie. Just watch Hell of a Boss, new episode. So it's kind of pointless. That's not true. Hold on. There's a bunch of achievements. Like casting 9 spells and unlocking 100% of your Heavenly Chips power. I have some other shadow achievements. But this is basically like the concept of the game is to get through. You know, like we're making cookies in the tens of thousands right now. I think I recently, like the last one I sacrificed, I just had passed 1 billion cookies per second as the rate, and so that many cookies per second get created and all that good stuff. But you know, we're playing Cookie Clicker because some people had asked for it. I decided to play it a couple of times on stream. I'll probably go back to it and just show you how quickly we can get everything up and possibly create a garden. Because the garden thing is actually one of the more interesting parts of the game. I actually want to make like all the different little crossbreed genetic seeds in the garden. Hola, Jennifer. We're also just kind of like careening from the idea that I had no good idea of what to do today. Despite knowing well in advance everything I was going to do today is the kind of thing like I wanted to save it for another stream. I had several different game ideas to play and they're all really short and would not take up an entire stream, and I kind of wanted to save them for a different day. That was part of this. So this might actually just be a shorter stream potentially tonight, because you know, cookie clicking, I'll be honest, I don't think this is the most enthralling game to watch someone play. If I had to take a guess, watching me play Cookie Clicker is among people's lower priorities in life. Although several people had asked me about when am I going to play Cookie Clicker again. So, I don't know. Also, we reached 190 subs, quote unquote, last stream yesterday. I don't believe that was very accurate, because to realistically say, I gained, instead of gaining 9, I only gained 3, because the next day, I suppose all the alt accounts got taken down. So I really only gained a few subscribers. So we're not doing triple shot, because I wasn't really at 190 any longer than literally the end of the last stream. So once I actually hit 190, I will take triple shot. Which could very well happen tonight, because I haven't been paying attention yet. I think we were at 164 like an hour ago when it started setting up. But generally just keep adding more things to the whole pile of the cookie production. See, we get the factories, then we get the banks. I can't remember where I actually got to in the other streams. I don't believe I ever got to the point where I was playing the other games, though. Also, we can get more grandmas. We can get farmer grandmas. Now, a bunch of them are farmers. Now, the farms are more productive because we got farmer grandmas. How many cookies per second? How much? 95,000. Of course we do. All right, next golden cookie. I'm gonna plant seeds. But you know, 120,000. Jeez. And I can also upgrade the mines, things like that. I can upgrade all of these things with those store upgrades that increase the production of cookies. Kind of just keep piling into itself. We're now at 2010 cookies per second. And it's gonna go way up from there. Very, very quickly just being able to buy new little cookie upgrades. Very nice. Very nice, Cookie-chan. I'm also just still recovering from being sick. Yesterday, I feel like, I don't know. It is entirely within the potential. Oh wait, my auto clicker hit my icon thingy for a sec. See, with the times 7 production, I can just rapidly keep making more and more cookies. What I imagine with this whole thing is that within a fairly short period of time, we're probably going to get to the point where cookie production is slow, and it's just going to be talking. And at that point, I'll let you guys not have to sit here and watch me play cookies. I mean, none of you have to sit here and watch me play cookies. It is entirely optional. Which also partially, like, part of me is sort of like the workaholism that I've been getting myself into has made me not want to cancel any stream. I could have potentially just sat today out, which is what I might have done a year ago, and unfortunately not what I did now, because I'm fairly certain this is not going to get a ton of viewership, and it's not going to be essentially very good for me. It's just like practicing, like building the muscles, like getting through stuff. This is sort of going to be dialogue night. Oh, also, I should probably have been buying these. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. We'll just set 4 there. They'll keep regenerating into other versions of themselves, but boom. Takes a long time to get Lucky Day. But anyway, I'm going to do this cool thing where I engage in dialogue with my viewers. This one will be more like a Q&A type thing of what people are really looking forward to in the future, what I can do to kind of improve content a little bit. I'm actually going to set up a poll here. Hold on. Not right this second, but hold on. I think it might be frozen because I'm not on the screen. Let me return back to the game for a second, so that it's not just you guys sitting through nothing while I type out a poll. But I'm gonna do a poll real quick. There are some ideas that I've had to bring to the channel, and it's weird because I will have a few decisions to make in the near future, but it's more so just kind of like organizing myself. Because Skoggle and I are going to be doing Paper Mario until that's over, but then that kind of leaves a gaping hole. So at least for the first little thing we're going to do, I'm going to have about like a 15-ish minute poll, I think, where I'll ask you guys kind of, you know, what of this content do you actually like watching me do? So I'm going to leave this alone for a second. Oh, that was caps locked. And probably bum. All right, there's a poll. What do you guys want to see me play more of in the future? Between those three options and other things in general. See, these polls don't actually dictate the outcome of anything truly. But based on general viewer engagement, I'd like to see what people actually like watching me do. I'm going to be a little bit more active in my Discord server. That I'll probably actually be having people, like, you know, give feedback on what they like and what they like to see and what they don't like. But that's not gonna be right away, so, you know. See, we're already making 1 million cookies with relative ease. About 10,000 cookies per second. Starts picking up real quick, like. And when you check on the garden, these guys will start growing, and then the rate will go faster. Even faster. See, now I can do this. Oh, now I got this guy. I can click on it and get... I think it's sorry, 15% of my cookies is what I get added to the total. My coffee self here. Hopefully I'm not gonna be coughing on Monday. If I'm coughing like this on Monday, I'm gonna be in a world of hurt. I was fine being on PVZ, being all drunk. I was fine doing certain things. Like yesterday, Pokemon. I don't know. It seemed like that stream went pretty dang well. But obviously we should be back with Backrooms next week. Just kind of trying to restabilize our schedule and possibly plan for the future, since certain things will be ending soon, certain things are going to begin. We're gonna have some major streams in the near future too, and so those are like the 1 year anniversary I've been planning for, and the 200 subs / probably my birthday stream. Gotta make it grand. Maybe these will be two different things, because for all I know, I could hit 200 subs the next week. And then I can't sit around planning out a 200 sub stream for that long. See, now I'm cooking almost 13,000 cookies per second. And I'm adding factories, adding people. A giant long line of things. Though it of course helps that my CPS will start going up once the farm is getting bigger and more fleshed out. Actually, see, can I upgrade soil? No, at 50 farms I can. Then I can unlock things. For me right now, I'm not even looking at the poll, because I can't see it, because it's not on my chat. But we will be doing Among Us at some point in the near future. I'm sure if that was anyone's idea of a write-in, that's gonna happen at least once with the 200 sub special, and potentially on my birthday stream. I don't know. Those are both gonna be in the next month, I assume. We have potentially 2 or 3 planned special streams that will be well released and notified of ahead of time and all that. They're all still seeds. Ah. I need more cookies. For the grandma. See, this is how I've been beefing up the cookie production really quickly. You just kind of click on the thing, or in my case, auto click on it. Now this is weird though, also because we're not even clicking on the cookie anymore. We're clicking on Bocchi the Rock, who is the tracksuit wearing, I guess, in this particular picture. I think it's a tracksuit. It's either a tracksuit or a sweater, but it kind of looks like a tracksuit. And she's got fleur-de-lis in her eyes, it looks like. So for whatever purpose that is, I don't know. I don't know at all. All I know is that Bocchi keeps Bocchiing, being the Bocchi cookie. I keep clicking, hence being the cookie clicker. Very rapidly expanding my my cookie resources here. Can very quickly rack up 1 million cookies. What we want to do is be able to rack up 1 million cookies per second. My guess is that I will probably take a pause on Cookie Clicker about the time we get to 1 million per second. Somewhere in that vicinity. If we decide to end off tonight at like the 2-hour mark or something, I don't know. But generally this game kind of gets pretty much more intense when you start getting a lot of golden cookies. Like towards when you've gotten to like the one upgrade that costs like 7.77 billion or whatever. Or maybe it's 777 billion, I don't know, either way. And then there's really just kind of the beginning of a what was it called, an ascendance. This would be my 5th ascendance, which means I get 5% more cookies per click and 5% more cookies per second in general. So my baseline cookie production will double after 100 of these ascendances, which is incredibly good. However, that's not quite enough to make it that amazing. But if you hit a wall in this game, I'd imagine that wall is very insurmountable. FNAF. You like the FNAF one? I like FNAF. I just don't like playing FNAF sometimes. It's scary. FNAF will come back. Very most definitely. I wanted to promise something at 250, and I wanted to be able to do that, knowing full well of things. I did promise Indigo Park at a particular sub goal, although I just decided to go ahead and give it to you guys anyway, regardless. So I think I'll do this. I'll try to figure out Plants vs Zombies emulation for PvZ2. And I'll try to be able to play PvZ2 on my computer and stream that around the 200 mark. I will work on development of that capability, because I have no idea how the heck I'm going to get that all to work, given that it's a mobile app and it's not on Steam. Well, we own PvZ2, but FNAF, we will be bringing FNAF back at some point. Mark my words on that one. It will return. And when it does, you're all gonna love it, I'm sure. Just adding banks. Adding banks to my cookies per second. Making millions and millions of cookies. Also the grandmas, it has betrayed us, the filthy little thing. That sounds like Smeagol. I nearly said Skoggle, but that's not. That's very different, very different. We like Skoggle here. This is the first Saturday in a long time that he has not been able to even make an appearance. He, I believe, is at a wedding today, and he should be back on Monday, potentially, depending, because I believe that might be the day where we're not sure whether or not he's going to be good to be back and start stream. I will let people know at some point on Monday whether or not we think we'll be good for it. But Paper Mario potentially on Monday. Definitely Plants vs. Zombies Drunk again on Wednesday, and then Friday next week Pokemon Nuzlocke, and then Saturday will be Escape the Backrooms. Hopefully the finale. Maybe. I don't know. The Escape the Backrooms, there is a couple of levels that I can think of that aren't like giving me a whole lot of faith as to whether or not we're gonna be doing those as the finales, but I don't know, man. And the banks make it a very rapid cookie clicking procedure. I probably should be doing the cheaper ones though. They're the ones that have all the upgrades. I don't know. It's just kind of like a. I think there is an actual ideal strategy to cookie clicker, but who the heck knows whether or not that's actually going to be like successful. I'd also really like to love, really love to know when we'll actually get an update on Hatoful Boyfriend Mirror, which is supposed to be the third game in the series. And I'll be very, very happy if we can figure anything out about that in the near future. Because I will be prepared. I'll be well prepared for that game. It is the kind of game where I've been waiting so long and wanting to play another game. I actually determined that for the time being, Hatoful Boyfriend will actually potentially be a top 10 video game in terms of my favorites. I don't know that it's like the top 10 in the best, but at least for like playing through that game, I enjoyed that so much. And I think everybody knows. Everyone knows I like to do cow and things like that. I tried. That one was a much weaker coup because my throat is in a weird way right now. I don't want to cause another coughing fit. I'm just kind of trying to recover from being ill. I don't know. I don't know if it's really ill or if it's like seasonally allergic. I don't know. Allergic. Allergic is not a thing. I think it's allergic. I don't know. I'm not exactly the most cunning of linguists. Gonna have to learn how to say things in today's society. Playing Cookie Clicker is just gonna rot in my brain if I do it forever. But then again, that is the task of us in our lives is to continually play the things that play through, even if it's not a game, right? Even if it's just a task in life, even if it's just an activity, we're gonna keep continually doing the things that eventually wear us down. That's way too deep and philosophical for today. I'm gonna have to press X to doubt that I'm actually that deep and philosophical. So I ran out of cookies because I had the bank one. You know, what I thought about things playing this game, it's very philosophical. What is the point of Cookie Clicker? I think someone asked that earlier. And I was like, well, what is the point of life? Not in a really like bad way, not like you should be concerned for me, but like really trying to analyze what is the point of life. Cookie Clicker helped me understand that a little bit. it's not about the goals or the destination. It's not even a in some ways it's not even about the grand accomplishments. It's a lot more often about improving oneself, being more able to keep doing what you're trying to do, as long as it's in a direction you're trying to go. As long as it's something you want to strive for, you should keep doing it. That kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into a cookie clicking game. But you know, at least it's a little bit more interactive than Placid Plastic Duck. Am I right? I don't know. If anyone actually prefers Placid Plastic Duck Simulator, we could always switch to that at some point too. Because this is just kind of like this is like a sit and chat kind of stream. Where I interact with my audience and get to hear what they think about things. Specifically, though, it seems like FNAF won the only 2 votes of the poll. Which makes perfect sense because I think that's the thing that everyone wants to see. But guys, what is more engaging overall? Five Nights at Freddy's or Cookie Clicker? All I'm trying to do in FNAF is not get killed. In Cookie Clicker, I'm trying to build an economy. An economy full of baked dough and chocolate chips. I was just gifted 1,000,000 cookies by the little cookie ball in the sky. The golden cookie himself. It's a lot of millions. I think the worker grandmas do the factory. Oh, and also, I think these... Sorry about that. These guys. That'll be interesting. Oh, and the bank exists, so I forgot about this. I could check the stock market. The stock market. I'll wait for those guys to go down in value. The game of the clicking the cookies. There is no greater feat than baking cookie. Well, I shouldn't say that. That's a real I can't even bullshit that into making sense in any real way, shape, or form. Although I always recommend that people try to make things for themselves. Make some food. Make something like a project, like make some furniture. That kind of thing is so much, in so many ways, so much very more fulfilling than sometimes just, you know, buying it, working really hard to buy it, but the job you're doing isn't really worth doing. That kind of thing. Although generally the counterpoint for that is you can make a lot more money at a job than you can trying to build your own furniture. So that I say skill issue. If you can find a way to capitalize on making things yourself and make that a business, then that's also way better than having to worry about scrubbing some bathrooms at a store for minimum wage. Minimum wage ain't what it used to be. I don't know. Why is this a weirdly overly philosophical stream? I'm not that kind of a VTuber. I'm not that philosophical, am I? I don't think I am. Starting to build up a huge cavalcade of these little upgrades. Switch that soil. It's much quicker. Then I can start getting all those things to grow. Got some we got some upgrades. Oh, the bank upgrade. The banku. It is also worth saying that this music isn't super, like, it isn't very offensive, but it also isn't, like, helpful to get in the mood. When I played this game a few times in the past, you know, like, you kind of play through the game, and it seems like the best thing to do when playing this game is listen to your own music, because the cookie clicker music, there's no real, like, sound cues or anything like that that I know of. So it just becomes a game of cookie clicking. A game of trying to make the most out of reinvesting things. That's a skill. That's how you gotta learn. You gotta learn those kinds of skills by reinvesting, by getting through that. Like buying upgrades. The mines. Now the mines are twice as efficient. See, those twice as efficient upgrades are really good because the production is doubled from that set of buildings you got. Got 35 mines, so even though the mines aren't nearly as productive as a factory or a bank, it's still pretty good. I think I was able to raise my CPS by like close to 10,000 just with that one. And that one was able to raise it for the factories. That one gave me another 15,000 CPS. Crazy. At some point I'll be making so many cookies. Kings and queens from all over the world are enjoying your cookies. See, those little headline Chiron things are funny because sometimes you'll get one that's like, well, the average factoid actually proven false. The actual average cookie baking thing, it's a factoid because it's misleading. It's actually like it's 13 or something. Like everyone bakes 13 cookies per year, but it's like actually, well, it's in your name. So mine, considering that I left it Bocchi's bakery. Well, Bocchi actually cooks like freaking 90 trillion cookies in their lifetime. So that's why in a year everyone would cook 13 cookies on average. But then again, it's like, aren't you averaging so many zeros into that? I guess it's just overwhelmingly large. Just take like the top 1% out and then you have a more fair and rational, reasonable number. Million fingers. Boom. I guess I could also up the prestige level. That would probably be a good thing to do. So you've only been playing this game for like 45 minutes and already we're at almost 100,000 cookies per second. That's how quickly you start building things up. I should do the milk. Now at 109,000. Oh, geez. Actually, what does the legacy thing say? 43 minutes. So we're not even 45 minutes into this playthrough, and we're already at 100,000. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. My record, I believe, is somewhere around 5 or 6 million in the first, like, cookies per second in the first 2 hours. I kind of want to surpass that before we end stream. If we stay on this, we could always, like I said, if people want us to, we could always move to something else. I'm not completely against that idea. Bro, what happened? Users at 190. So, let me take a guess. Somebody had a lot of alt accounts that YouTube picked up on and unsubbed them or something, because I was at 190. But if it's all alternate accounts, it doesn't stay like that. I've learned from experience. Sometimes I'll hit a sub goal because a bunch of people sub. I'm like, oh, awesome, and then I log back on tomorrow, and a bunch of the subs I got weren't there anymore. It's not that I believe people unsub that much. It's just like, get wrecked, I guess. I don't know. Can't have your fans boost you falsely with a bunch of fake accounts. I don't know. YouTube's method for determining what is and isn't a bot is also very suspect to me. So, you know, that doesn't actually mean too terribly much. I think that's a bank upgrade that I want to get. But yeah, no longer at the 2 million subbies. Sag. But at least I'm still playing Cookie Clicker. I think, what am I at, 184? I think I was at 184. I don't really feel like checking independently, so... Unless someone's like, hey, you actually got 190. Then I have to go and do a triple shot and then play Cookie Clicker drunk. Though I may also be skeptical, given that I only have, what, 3 concurrent viewers? That it actually hit 190 in a day? Or like an hour or two? I don't know. Bocchi the cookie. It's constantly clicking real hard for the cookies. At this point, maybe just better to click, 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 click. Keep boosting my cookies per second. Cookie economy now strong enough to allow for massive vaults doubling swimming pools. Also, I have not been checking on the stock market. $3. I could buy some butter for $3. I can also buy, if I'm not mistaken, that other thing. Could I buy that other one? They'll go up someday. Growing some thumb corn and baker's wheat. See, those little garden guys, they're grown plants, but they actually they find ways to replace themselves with the other versions of them. News. Memes from last year somehow still relevant, deplore experts. Apparently so. National Day has been created in honor of your cookies. Coughing fit incoming. I can feel it. I can feel it coming back again. Like a rolling thunder chasing the wind. I can do it. I can produce more and more cookies. I will never stop. The cookie insanity. I could just keep producing like duo centillions and whatever. How many cookies I'm actually trying to quantify in my language, I'm not sure, but it's a good many of them. According to the stock market, they're cheap. Still cheap. That's how these streams generally go. Just clicking on the cookies. Cooking on the clickies. Dude. Somehow even the cookies will crumble. Everything will fall away. That's what the ascension is. In order to break down, in order to build yourself up and become even better, you need to first be able to break yourself down. Go through trials. Start from the basics, really work your way up. That's how you become an improved person. I can keep finding meaning in the most meaningless of things. I guarantee you that. That's a lot of cookies. The per second boosted like that is over 1 million. And evidently we're racking up a lot of them. Hold on. Improve the bank. So I can keep racking up even more cookies per second. Have a nice coughing fit. Coughing fit, how fitting. Average, yeah, see, this is the one. Average person bakes 1 cookie per year. Factoid, actually just a statistical error. Bocchi has produced 313.9 million cookies. Counts for a bunch of crap in their life. Which is funny, factoid, the word factoid, like people say it thinking that it means like a little factal, you know? Like a factissimo, and it's just not true, it's all bullshit. It's not even a fact. Like, ain't that a fact? How much I owe you? It's not even a fact. You owe me nothing. Nothing. It's crazy. Well, I can produce enough cookies to very quickly and easily get that one. A 5 million cookier. See, one other strategy I employ for Cookie Clicker. Always do the cookie upgrades later, especially if they're not like 5% or 10%. If they're like 1 or 2, you just kind of get them when you're making enough cookies to where it's not a big purchase. It's way more important to get like your top building and things like that. The Wizard Tower. We'll be getting some of them Wizard Towers, I'm sure. Don't you worry about that. New chocolate mine goes awry. Floods village in chocolate. How would that even work? How do you... How do you mine chocolate? See, these guys are already maturing. Got a new seed, get some thumb corn growing. We in the stonk market, we got still very I can spend a million bucks and get a bunch of those. I don't wanna though. Let them go down in value. I only buy the stock cheap. Teaches you a valuable lesson about the stock market. Always buy cheap. Actually, it doesn't really teach you very much about the stock market. This is literally just kind of random. So I don't know. We don't have the temple yet. We should probably do that. I'll show you guys the temple. See, the temple is an awesome thing. Watch this. So it's by this one. It's pretty worth it. Temple. So we can now go to the Pantheon. We can add something new. So switching seasons, effect cycles, golden wrath cookies. Boom. So that knocks down the amount of stuff I can produce by about 7%, but the golden wrath cookie effect duration I put that away though. Spirit of labor. Clicking is so much more powerful. Milk is 10% more powerful. You don't want the less of appearance. Interesting. That's the duration. CPS bonus fluctuate. Nah. See, I don't even really want to do these right now. Because right now it's almost easier if I don't use the Pantheon. Because they all have negative effects too. It's like for every positive effect there will be an equal and opposite reaction. However, there was one actually I do want to. What was it? The power of the click. Clicking is 15% more powerful and buildings produce 3% less. It's pretty epic, if I do say so myself. It's a very small percentage to have to sacrifice in order to just get that immense clicking power. Get these millions and millions of cookies. Or 300,000 cookies per second. The next big upgrade is the golden idols at that large level, which is the temple upgrade. Unfortunately, that's not super helpful to me right now because I don't have a lot of temples. You know. We're nearly at a decent mark. We are only a little ways away from an hour into here. We've nearly gotten 500,000. Now if I can up that all even further and take us to like 5 million or something, that would be awesome. And everything's still a little bit too not cheap for me to want to go for it. Oh, it's a 777 cookie. That's insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Now I have billions of cookies. Heck, I could do this, which is probably one thing I'm going to do. Now I'm going to do this, the Banker of Grandmas. I'm going to upgrade peanut butter cookies. I'm going to start doing these. I feel like we're actually getting somewhere with all this boost. Because we got that huge bonus super early on. It's crazy. Now we could always do the temple boost. It actually starts to be a lot though. Banks are twice as efficient. That's a pretty good one. Let's upgrade that. And then the mines. We've got 6 of these. Just upgrade all that. Boom! Now we're at 1.23 million. With a whole lot more buildings. That was a little boon from the cookie luck. Now we're producing, in just over an hour, over 1.2 million cookies per second. Some of these plants are about to go. Mainly all of those guys. And the stock market here doesn't have anything super cheap. We'll just keep making more and more cookies until we keep racking up enough. This rate. News viral video. Too many cookies could be a grim commentary on the impending crisis our world is about to face, says famous economist. I agree. That does sound like a troubling thing. What's your favorite cookie? Oh, actually, that's a good question. My favorite cookie is probably peanut butter chocolate. Well, not peanut butter chip. Like peanut butter cookies in general, but like peanut butter chips would also be good. Like, you know, using peanut butter flavored pieces instead of the chocolate. I like peanut butter cookies quite a bit. However, chocolate chips are pretty decent. Depends on what kind of cookie they are. Sugar cookies are really good. There's so many really good cookies out there. I think peanut butter cookies are my favorite though. For some reason, I just like them. They make me think of like a richness and fullness that like a cookie ought to have. Although I do also like a really nice, like excellently made, like a cheesecake flavored cookie type stuff. Like I think, what is it, the strawberry cheesecake from what's it called, Subway. I've had like better versions of that weren't like fast food. Those cookies are pretty divine. There's a good number of cookies out there really that I think people could benefit by trying. So there's just a lot of really good cookies out there in the world. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. But yeah, I will eat cookies all the time. If I have them, and that's why I don't buy them. Cause we'll just keep snacking on cookies, and that's not good for me. I need to go ahead and make food, like sandwiches. Which is why I should probably be going to Aldi so I can actually get more ingredients to make sandwiches, like mayonnaise and mustard and maybe even sliced cheese. Who knows? Because all I have is the meat, and like a little bit of bread that we're almost out of. So, you know, it's that kind of situation. I could always boost my clicker 1% of CPS. I'd rather do this. See, actually, in the garden. In the Garden of Eden, baby. None of those are growing yet. Stonk Market, they're all expensive. I can't afford those. Coughing, man. Is Aldi German? I think Aldi is either German or Swedish. The thing I do have to say, by the way, Mr. Muted Pop, Aldi happens to be a store very close to me. Used to be, I didn't live somewhere near an Aldi. Like, I had to go a ways to get to one. And I mean, obviously, like, they brought them to America like 10 years ago, and it kind of like spread like wildfire. They took out a couple local grocery chains, put too much pressure, and we couldn't have so many of them. The ones that couldn't survive folded. See, I think Aldi might be German, but I don't know. It's either German or Swedish, and I think it's Swedish, but I mean, it's like Central European of some kind. That's all I know. It's got those weird languages, them weird letters, which doesn't really narrow anything down, but you know. You know. Oh, it's a cookie chain. I see what this is. 77 cookies. 777 cookies. 7,000. Okay. Oh, is that the end of the chain? Oh, that was lame. I want to keep going. What? My cookies were named part of the world wonders. Anyway. I will actually, once I hit 190 subs, actually do the triple shot. When I actually do. But I was already kind of skeptical last stream of like how many of my subscribers were real and were actually going to be there, and it was quite literally only 3 of the 9 new subscribers were legit and stayed for the next 2 hours, and because I looked 2 hours later and it went from 190 to 184. I started at 181 last night. This is a weird little bit of. There's also Lidl. The Lidl bakery cookies are better than grandma's. Well, I haven't had too many of the Lidl bakery cookies, but I'll be honest, some of the stuff in the Lidl bakery was really good, and some of it was just kind of like, it's all right. But I haven't tried their cookie. I was trying more savory stuff in their bakery. Because that is kind of what I actually gravitate towards, is like, forget cookies, I'd like some pizza. Although, I'm thinking about like a world where the cookies are the currency. And I'm just not sure how that would work, because currency is supposed to be hard to duplicate. Maybe just be going through the trouble of baking cookies is making the currency, because they're not actually that rare. Not like, oh yes, this cookie's worth $1. No, you're paying in cookies. Then the cookies are probably like change. You can give someone a stack of cookies that's like $1. Both are German. Okay, it's German, not Swedish. Okay, that's all I was like. It's somewhere in Central Europe. I didn't want to be wrong on that. Does it make sense that they're both German? Got doink, 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 doink. IKEA is sweet. Well, yeah, I know that. I mean, I'm thinking about Aldi, and I was pretty sure Aldi was German, only because I've shopped there way more than Lidl, and almost all the products that I see are like a weird one, or like the German Doppelkeks and things like that. And so I was like, well, I mean, it's not like, I mean, Sweden is really close to Germany, really, so it's not like that big of a stretch. But you know, Denmark is literally the primary distance between Sweden and Germany, and Denmark is a really small country. All things considered. Its territories were not for a while, but the Danes, you know. Probably should just keep upgrading the buildings, honestly. Then, oh, cookie. My 74 farms are boosting my CPS. Hell yeah. I'm thinking I want that mask. You know, the one that boosts my temple and by doubling it. That's the one I want. That's the one. Is Cookie Clicker on Steam? Yes, it is. You can get it off of Steam too, but, or like not on Steam, but mine is on Steam. Wow, that prestige boost meant nothing. I should have taken the mask. I'm stupid. See, this is why you listen to yourself when you're like, hey, maybe I should take that mask. Like, please do. Let me view the Pantheon for a sec. See if I can help myself here. Golden Wrath Cookie, the effect duration is boosted. That would be good to do later. Selling buildings. Cyclist Spirit of Ages. Nah. Ugh. Interesting. Stock market. All too much. Few garden. I'm doing pretty good. Hopefully the garden starts replanting itself. My overall main goal for this stream was literally just to see how far I could get in the first 2 hours. I don't know if people will want me to continue after that point. I certainly can if you do. I certainly can end if you don't want me to. Actually, how long would that take us to actually up to? So that would be about 10:40. All right. As the plants grow, so does my CPS. Probably upgrading the mine. Farm. The farm. Waham. Oh, I can get the... How many 100 million for billion fingers? For Mr. Billy? Once I save up a little bit more, I can do something really cool at the bank. I'll show you guys too. Bocchi the cookie. Making cookies. We're gonna get to 1 trilly. I mean, not 1 trilly, 1 billy. Sorry for the temples. Gotta get that temple boost. Actually, I'm gonna go do that real soon here. Hold on. There we go. Now I'm rapidly expanding cookies. How do you activate Frenzy? What is Frenzy? Is this the Frenzy? Like, if you mean by that, like, you just click on the golden cookie and then you can have, like, yeah. Well, I think it is called Frenzy, right? Where it's just, oh, it's cookies for longer. I think that's the word. That is the word that it used. Yeah. So you just click on cookies. When you click on the cookies, like, they appear on the screen. I'll show you next time. Next time I see a cookie. Now, some of them, the next one that appears is probably going to just give me cookies. Like, straight up, not, like, give me a frenzy. But, hold on. I'll do that. Whoa, grandmas are twice as efficient. Gotta take this one. That boosted a lot. Now we're making 2 million cookies per second. Sorry again for the coffee. Jeez, Lois. Lois. Remember the time, Lois, we made like all of the cookies? And when I said all of the cookies, I meant all of the cookies the planet could handle. News: the average person bakes 2 cookies a year. A factoid, actually just statistical error. Bocchi, who's produced 8.946 billion cookies in their lifetime, is an outlier and should not have been counted. It'll be interesting once we actually hit the trilly one. Because at that point, like, the first ascension goal was a trillion. Very mild, relaxed cookie gameplay. What do golden cookies taste like? Study reveals a flavor somewhere between spearmint and licorice. That's kind of weird. But those golden cookies activate the frenzy. As it was. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just like, the multiplier was the only thing in my head for those golden cookies. I mean, I've already encountered pretty much every different type of... So yeah, that was just the lucky. I'll show you when I see the golden cookies next time. That'll probably activate for the frenzy again. You know what's actually interesting? Hold on, I'll buy that. 9 billy. View stock market. And it's about to go away, so I'll just click that. 3 ticks. Several ticks. Alright, close the garden. Alright, view the stock market. So I can upgrade 100 cursors, but they're all level 2 cursors now. So 105 cursors. First time is... What? I saw a chat, but then it popped away. So you can't upgrade the level of cursors with the little sugar clumps that you collect after a day goes by in real time. You can upgrade all the levels of like... See, I have the milk upgraded in the farm just so I have 9 spaces. But I'm trying to upgrade other things with the little sugar lumps that fall. See, now we can upgrade the mines. That gave us a little bit of a boost. Maybe it wasn't the most worthwhile thing. Now I'm thinking about it. But we're at about 2.5 million per second. First time I made cookies, I'm mistaken. Oh. You mistook Celsius for Fahrenheit. What country do you live in? So that would be an interesting one. Let's see. You mistook Celsius for Fahrenheit, which makes me think that they came out dry. So that means... Because 100 degrees... Like, if you're cooking it like America, Aldi has cheaper heavy whipping cream. Lidl has excellent bakery items. Ah. But I mean, Celsius and Fahrenheit, like when you're putting them in an oven, or when you're putting them in the fridge, because the fridge temperatures are more similar. If you set an oven to like the Celsius temperature you think it is, and it's like, I'm baking them at 150 degrees. The cookies are just gonna get warmed. They're not even going to like probably properly bake. Like they would just be like weird and doughy and gooey. Like if you were like, I'm setting the oven to the temperature, but it's actually the Fahrenheit is the oven. Because like what was the oven in America? See, that'd be the thing I think of as like, what would happen? Because sometimes the temperature difference is extreme. See, most American ovens, I don't even know if you can start it at 150. Usually ovens normally think, we're starting at 375, right? We're way past boiling point. So, 375 would probably be like, I don't know, 200. So maybe like you had to put them in on at 200 degrees, and your oven allowed for 200 degrees Fahrenheit, and so you're putting them in, and it's like they didn't really even properly fully bake. Maybe that was it. I don't know. Because I would imagine the other way would be like, well, shoot, you put them in at 500 degrees Celsius. I don't know if ovens can even do that. Yeah, that's the frenzy. There's the little cookie that was sitting up there. I didn't really hover around it. I kind of just instinctively jumped on it. Sorry. But got lots of cookies. I should buy a couple wizard towers. Swing. The auto clicker does make this game so much easier, though. Now that I think about it, I have to sit there going click on my mouse, like rapidly. Although some people play this game as sort of like a idle game, in the true sense, where they just let cookies kind of rack up and they'll come back. But if you do it like that, you're gonna miss all the golden cookies, pretty much. Actually, no, you'll miss all of them. You won't get the golden cookies. So maybe you're like, golden cookies appear less, and that's fine because I'm just going to leave this in the background. That's how you make your cookies. But it's almost not like you're even playing a game, really. I don't know. When it comes to philosophical thinking, I'm weird. This game, anyway. see, we need 77 billion here for the serendipity. This is a big upgrade. I don't think I've ever hit this one, but serendipity is a big one I need to hit. Well, we'll do a wizard tower. See, we can cast this thing. And I just made cookies. Hell yeah. Stock market. And it's still just relatively cheap, right? No, it's 100 million. I mean, I'll buy 10. Why not? View the garden. Harvest that. Well, I just harvested 100 mature garden plants. Is it a Chivo? It's a Chivo! And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I'm close to being able to afford that wizard hat. Which will allow me to double the wizard tower proficiency. Which actually, do you think auto-clicking is cheating? For a game based off... Just for auto-clicker to use your wizard Bulby. Alright, so the funny thing is auto-clicking cheating? Maybe, but whether or not it's cheating, the game actively encourages it because one of the achievements you get is by clicking faster than humanly possible. And I got that immediately when I used auto-clicker. And so, this game really is like, the worst part of the game is having to sit there and click, 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 click. So I would just say auto-clicker really isn't in the actual spirit of cheating because this is an idle game. One. Well then two. Oh, crap. I left it on for a sec. I just bought a bunch of wizard towers. Maybe I should buy my 20th temple here since I did that. Well, now we're making a lot of cookies per second. Still got aw. That was so much smaller because we had been buying. Well, that'll happen. See, there's drawbacks. Sometimes I don't hit the F6 correctly when I'm supposed to, and then I go over and I'm like, let's buy one. And I bought all of the ones I could afford, and I was like, I didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to buy 6 wizard towers. However, as you may have figured out, I am more than happy to just go ahead and get that wizard upgrade now. That's relatively inexpensive, only 3.3 billion. Or 1.3, yeah, it's 3.3 billion. Do you have to mod the game or can you customize how the cookie looks? See, it is a mod. Like, they have a mod, like a workshop, and you can customize the cookie. Like, I could take a Bocchi the Rock off of this and do something else. There are a bunch of pre-made mods. That's how I got Bocchi. I am not the kind of person who's going to sit here trying to make a mod. Although I don't think it's a difficult mod, probably, but... The game knows and encourages you to actively use mods. And again, like, when one of the achievements is literally using an auto-clicker, basically, in other words, it kind of feels like it's not really cheating to do that. Let's buy a temple. These things are awesome. I don't want to level up the mines, but whatever. Whatever. I will go for a sec actually and do a poll. I'll do that as a poll because I figure, you know. I don't think I missed a golden cookie, hopefully. Damn, damn, damn. Although, do you trust autosave? Do I trust autosave? Eh. I always save manually because autosave only saves sometimes. So like if I want to save at the exact moment, I would save manually. Autosave can be good though. In certain games. At least for this one I do the manual save and save and quit type stuff. I don't know. How do you feel about autosave? Save. There he is. Frenzy. Sorry. So many coughing. Keep coughing everything. Ding. Ding, ding. We can afford the wizard hat. I am going to wait though for that next little thing to pop up with the we can afford the wizard upgrade. I'm going to, however, wait for us to get the what's it called? Throat coat or something. You should drink some soothing tea. I will be doing that after stream. I do promise you guys that I'm going to drink some stuff, make a late dinner because I didn't want to eat a whole dinner earlier. I've been doing pretty good at eating very little now compared to what I used to do. Like, I'm an adult. I'm an adult. My lifestyle isn't quite sedentary all the time, but you know, I do a lot of office work effectively, so it's kind of sedentary a little, but we got a lot of cookies off that. Let's check date. Hopefully I didn't miss something. Ooh. Purchase. All of it. View the grimoire. This is a 6. When do we get our upgrade for 6? Because with the wizard towers being upgraded like that. Can't wait until I get my number 6. And then I'll also get the other cookie possibly. And then I'll buy the big thing. The one y'all been waiting for. Oh no! Backfire. I had a backfire. That hasn't happened to me before. My cookie production is halved. Oh no! Never use magic, kids. Freaking shit'll backfire on you. So let's buy some upgrades here. We got factory, 6.5 billion. Nothing for the mines yet. Farm. For the grain malls. See, now all of our buildings are at the amount I wanted them originally. But for the next 15 minutes, we're dealing with the stupid backfire thing. That's not very fun. I mean, I guess that could have happened on a different thing. But what's sad is, like, I was hoping to be able to get to 10 million cookies per second. And it just backfired on me. Not only did I lose cookies, but I also had the really bad effect. Very L. Not very dubby. Oh my goodness. Backfire. That killed me. It's gonna take forever to save up for things. We got the garden here. Doing pretty well. Stock market. The Pantheon. I'm not using you for a while. That sucked. There is a small chance it'll backfire, and that small chance happened to happen to me. Of course. Not like I should be making 4.2 million cookies a second right now or nothing, you know? That time period is going by pretty quickly. Could just go ahead and buy a new wizard tower. Why not? We'll get a golden cookie. I wonder if the golden cookie's a race. But what if what I end up hitting is a wrath cookie? I haven't hit one of those yet, those wrath cookies. Right now the poll's got 2 votes, by the way, with the unanimous decision to end after 2 hours. Which is maybe what I end up just doing anyway. But we will be back on Monday in some way, shape, or form. Potentially with Skoggle, potentially not. Who knows? He said to keep that very much open. He wasn't willing to roll anything out. Wednesday, by the way. So, Plants vs. Zombies. We're going to be doing that the next couple Wednesdays. However, our 1-year anniversary stream is I believe... Let's see. It would be not in this upcoming Wednesday and not the following Wednesday, but the Wednesday after that. So, 3 Wednesdays from now, July 10th is the 1-year anniversary stream. And on that stream, we're not going to be doing Plants vs. Zombies. We're going to be doing the stuff I have planned for 1-year anniversary. So, that'll be a little interesting. We're going to be doing, you know, some things to sort of commemorate the last year of all the stuff we've been doing on this channel. Because we've gotten pretty far. And, as a part of that, I was planning on having a new stream on Tuesdays for Plants vs. Zombies to move that out of the way. So that way I could move Pokemon Nuzlocke from Friday to Wednesday. That'd be a weird and complicated process of moving dates in July. July is gonna have an interesting calendar. I will come up with like a little document that I'll share that is the planned stream calendar for July. Yo, we got a friend Z. Wasn't a bad cookie. That's all I care about. We've almost served half of that little curse backfire from the magic. Remember, kids, never use magic. When you use magic, you'll always get screwed over. in real life anyway. And if you believe magic isn't real, then don't use magic because it's bullshit. But if you think it's real, don't use it because it'll kill you. Or something, I don't know. Maybe hurt you. Maybe, I don't know. Some people got killed by magic. Scary stuff. I don't get into the voodoo. Meanwhile, here I am, getting my little trinkets worth of cookies. Clot. I wish there was a way to remove that. Any way to remove cookie clots? Unanimous with 3 votes to end at 10:40. Well. I definitely don't even take offense to that. It's just sort of like, it's time to go. You deserve a little bit of break. Getting off work an hour early. That kind of thing. But I mean, I don't feel like the streams are proper work in the same way that I'd say like, oh man, I worked so hard. Although I'm not going to say that it was nothing because it was time, dedication, and effort. But, you know, it's not like grueling in the way a job is. Had plenty of those. Don't really want to have any of those ever again. If I could help it. Or at least greatly reduce the amount of time I'd ever have to be in one. Man. Those wizards suck. Magic backfired on me. I'm a wizard, Bulby. I'm a Bulby wizard. There's that little cookie. Let's use the wizard tower again. I didn't even save it up. I didn't even save up enough. Almost at 5 million CPS. Of course, cut in half, but how's the garden looking? Spickety. Spickety span. I was gonna say, what happened to my stonks since, like, I didn't buy those actually. Yeah, they went up in price, who cares? Zippity doo dah, zippity ay, my oh my, what a horrible day. This thing is really, it's not my friend. Not my friend at all. Gonna have to increase my cookie haul. Doom doo 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 doo. More than 3/4 of the way up, though. Oh, by the way, we're not gonna be doing another one of those ascensions tonight. I need another about 80 trillion cookies for that, so. Heck, I'm not gonna play this game for a while, so who knows? Who knows? cookie clicker. Where you click cookies. For a clicking. Almost got enough of that cursor. There we go. Frickin' 15 minutes, man. You guys know that that's crazy. Anyway, let me go and do a little bit of investigating, yeah? We're at 184 subs. And the poll seems to be pretty dead set on the whole ending early, which again is sort of not really bad for me. I actually don't particularly mind either way. Very nice, calm, relaxing stream, but I could definitely go and eat. Problem is, I don't know what I want to eat, so who knows. The Banku. Save up for one of them cookies. Ding, ding. Ding, ding. Movie canceled from lack of actors. Everyone's at home eating cookies. Eating lemons, director. Dude. That's kind of funny. We're about to unleash our cookie potential. Whoa, cookies. That little window on that curse is starting to die off. Oh. We're making a comeback here. These billions and billions of cookies. Stupid wizards. Hi, yo. Are you ending so early? Why are you gonna end so early? Well, vote in the poll if you don't want me to end so early. No one was that interested. No one really came to watch stream for a while. Not no one, but it's a lot less people. And you know, it's kind of like this is just sort of a casual stream, really. But nothing wrong with the old cookie clicker. The old clickety clickety. Bocchi is W. Well, thank you so much. I like being W. But it is my minimum stream time. 2 hours is the absolute minimum. But usually that's a little unprecedented. It just seemed like, you know, people weren't that interested in Cookie Clicker tonight. And I mean, to be fair, everyone I know is doing streams. I feel a little bit sick. I'm not as interesting. I didn't get to take triple shot like I was thinking I might. Well, I'll be honest, I pretty much do. More grandmas. Get a lot of the grand mix. That is true, Max Cool. I do remember you were there. The first stream you ever saw of me was Cookie Clicker. I ascended and decided to start from the beginning with a boost. Although I just got cursed for 15 minutes because I used the wizard thing and it backfired. Wasn't even worth all that. Stupid wizard. Let's see. 6.5 billion. I can double the efficiency of factories. There's a lot in the 10 billion range. Right before I ended, I was at 1 billion cookies per second. We've already made it quite literally 1/200th of the way there. Actually, more than a 200th of the way there. Also like the thumbnail. Thank you. I literally threw it together. I didn't even like it that much myself, but... Oh, we've got a yes-no. Ooh. He's got 100 more grandma. Those are expensive. Each time you buy a grandma, it goes up in price. I would love to get 100 more grandma, but... I don't know. Right now it's 5 votes. 2 votes yes, 2 votes no for ending Cookie Clicker early. We could keep going. I have no problem with that. Inherently, though, you guys would have to find another vote. $3 billion. See, those grandmas may look cheap at only 117.431 million per grandma. But that's only for that one grandma. The next time you buy a grandma, it'll be way more. Grandmas are pretty cool, though. I like grandmas. They bake cookies and things like that. The stonk market. Well, that's already going up. It's worth a lot of billions. I didn't do much with the Pantheon. The Grimoire. Well, it didn't backfire that time. I suppose it might be a good idea to save up for the radium reactors. Or the Beardly or Beards, the Delicious Blessing, those kinds of things. Probably all worth saving up for, right? Right. I will give the poll another 5 minutes or so. At about 10:35, we will end off poll, and the result will be finale. It's 50-50. With 6 votes, we're saying no right now. Basically, is what's happened, because we had unanimous yes for a while, then 2 votes and 1 more vote came along, all for no. It's pretty W. It's a pretty big comeback. Also, we're clicking on Bocchi the Rock's face. Didn't know if I explained that already, but used a mod to make it look like a Bocchi instead of just a giant cookie. But in her eyes, you can see... I don't know if those are clubs or fleur-de-lis. You know, the little things on the back of the dimes. The fleur-de-lis. On French stuff. Cajun, you know. Bocchi the French cookie? I don't know. Bocchi la France. Francois. Let's upgrade. Oh man, that I could have just waited a little bit and that would have been a much better cookie. What? Why was it in when I just got here? Well, that is partially timing. I usually start my streams at 8:30. Tonight I started at 8:35. And it doesn't have to end. I mean, clearly there's significant opposition to wanting to end stream early, which I did not expect. So, I mean, it's really up to you guys. I will gladly keep going. Since I left it up to you. Two hours is a little unprecedented. So that's why I left it up to that poll. And the poll sounds like it's saying a big fat no at this point. Because... Boing. Also, I should check on my garden that is starting to dissipate now. Ironically. That's a lot of millions for a garden. A stonk market. Could be at 14 billion right there. This thing I don't want to use. This thing I feel a little bit, That's insane, by the way, the backfire. Oh. Please don't end early. Well, I won't end early then. I like the video. I wasn't trying to end early to punish anybody. Clearly I can't end early at this point. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I'm not gonna end early. It's alright. Hold on. I did say that I would want definitive answer. Given that it's not definitive, I'm definitely not ending early. So I'm gonna wait a little bit. So hopefully, well, no, okay, yeah, I've waited, like, I said I was gonna wait until 10:35, so I will wait until 10:35 to figure that out, but it's about 10:35, right? Right, boys, 50-50. You shan't end early. What should I talk about? You guys got to get me rambling about something now that I'm not going to end early. Make me ramble about something other than how I feel. Oh, you got your food ready for the stream. I feel honestly, that's not like saying something very huge in a lot of people's eyes, but to me that's like very high praise that you would get food ready to sit and watch my stream. Like that is pretty cool. I appreciate that a lot. Whose factories on strike. Workers demand to stop being paid in cookies. Well, I'm not gonna stop paying you in cookies. About ready to start buying the shipments. See, I don't think I'm gonna be buying 200 grandmas tonight because the curses are already so dang expensive. Once you get them up to like 150, they're 150. The 150th cursor is, or the 151st cursor, whatever it was. That thing is almost 20 billion. Keep that in mind. How don't you feel? How don't I feel? I don't feel Whoa, why did my model get small? Huh? Okay, that was only temporary. Whew. How don't I feel? I don't feel like... I don't feel great because I've been feeling sick all week. But other than that, I feel fine. How don't I feel? I don't feel very nervous because I fixed something that was making me nervous on Friday. AKA yesterday. How don't I feel? Rate movies out of 10 that I give you. Absolutely, let's go for it. I actually enjoy doing this. Although, I'll have to... What happened to Scoggle? Oh, I have said it a few times before, but understandably, Scoggle is at a wedding. Not his own. He is a part of the wedding, though. Avengers. Which Avengers? But yeah, he's a part of one of his friend's weddings in Ohio, so he's out of town. He lives in North Carolina. So he was not able to like do anything today. He may or may not be back on Monday. The first one, the first Avengers is pretty good. I'd say 8.5. No, actually, uh, 8.5. Yeah, I'll say 8.5. Because like it's not like it's my favorite thing, but it was pretty awesome in the theater. I enjoyed it. It was very good on first watch. That's what I'll say about Avengers. 8.5. Roughly. I'm not gonna go, like, I'm not gonna be like, well, actually 8.62. No, like, I'm just gonna go, like, by half a point. Like, to at least say it's, like, you know, Avengers Age of Ultron. Actually, I like that one a little bit more. I'm going to break my own rule. 8.75. I like that one quite a bit. I like rewatching, so I've rewatched that one, and I like rewatching that one more than the first one. He thought he died. Well, that's a very, very large... I wouldn't have been streaming tonight if he died. That would have been awful, obviously, but, you know, it's like I thought he died or something. No, he's gonna be back. He just had the thing to do. We've even been talking about this somewhat through stream. Is like, this is the 1 week you won't be playing Backrooms. Well, actually, there's 2 weeks because he was also out of town because he had to watch his dad's house for him that night, and he couldn't be here. So, anyway, Frenzy. We can keep going till 11:30 or 11:40, I guess, because I wanted to get the so many hours, see how far I'm able to get with each hour of the thing. You know the thing. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Avengers Civil War. That's actually Captain America Civil War. I think that one I'm a lot less impressed by. 7. Give that one a 7. Give that one a 7. I think 7 is fair only because, like, it wasn't... I don't know, it's sort of a what-if scenario, right? Like, a lot of things that happen in Civil War don't actually significantly impact, like, it's not a massive impact on the story, although it's, like, introduces Spider-Man, sort of really introduces Black Panther, ropes other people in, like Ant-Man, you know. I think the only major thing is that, War Machine hurts himself. I don't know. It was always a really weird premise for a movie for me. I'm waiting to get that wizard hat so that I can double my wizard tower capability. Maybe I should up the mouth first. Infinity War. Alright, yeah, Infinity War was a pretty good 9 out of 10. That was one of my favorite Marvel movies, period. 9 out of 10, definite. I mean, my Marvel movies aren't like my favorite movies, but Infinity War, Avengers Infinity War was really good, 9 out of 10. For me, the 10s out of 10s come to like my favorite movies of all time, you know, like anything that rounds up to a 10 out of 10 would be like the Fellowship of the Ring, Lord of the Rings, that kind of thing. Potentially Clue from 1985, I think it was. When are we gonna get that cookie? Also, I'm using auto clicker. Don't know if I've explained that already. Because I cannot click this fast. That would not be possible. Although people also were asking is like, but barbecue, isn't that cheating? I was like, well, arguably, but not really. Stonk market. Pretty mid right now. Dude could sell that for 20 billion. Not gonna do that. Pantheon, not. The Grimoire. I could do it. I did it. How brave. How brave I was to do that. Free-range farm cookies popular today's hip use, said specialist. Alright, what do I got? Yeah, I'll do that one. Now we're at almost 10 million per second. Burb, we we don't mind burb around here. You can always come burb. I can feel it coming, burb again. Actually, what's this one? It's only 5 billion. Only. The wizard towers being upped like that is actually really good for me because each wizard tower will be very, very helpful. Very helpful now. Yo, Avengers is a weird one too because like Marvel really crapped out after a certain point. I feel as though the end for me as like a investment thing. I'm gonna draw a better version of the character sheet I made for brain sets. Very artistic. You know, I will actually talk about something real quick just because I'm thinking about it. So, I am a person that has a disability, what is called dysgraphia. That means I have a hard time writing and drawing very well. Like, my penmanship is awful. Well, it's better than it used to be, but I've had to work very hard on that. It was a much bigger struggle than for most people to get my penmanship fairly legible. Oh, no. Well, I mean, it's not a big deal for me because my talents don't lie in artistry. I can get myself to write in a way that people can read pretty easily, so it's not that big of a issue anymore. I mean, I have other disabilities that I've just had to suck it up, work very hard to overcome over the years. Obviously not always completely done that, but you know. Things like that. I'm not very good at drawing is what I'm saying. Like what I've always kind of gone with for the past several years. If something is worth doing, it is worth doing badly. That's some advice I got back in I think it was 2021. because I was kind of like mulling the whole YouTube thing, and someone a YouTuber that I was watching was like, if something is that worth pursuing for you, and it's that big of a deal, it's worth doing badly. Now, however, my sort of semi counterexample for me, drawing, that is the counterexample. If I'm just dog shit at it, give up and work on something that you're a little bit better at, because I am really bad at drawing, like no one's business bad, and everyone has wanted to be very nice about it, but my drawing is like, I have to be very, very careful on how I draw certain things, and even then, like, I'm not good. I can't make lines straight enough. I can't do certain things because of the penmanship issues. People unfortunately expect you to compensate for something that isn't your fault. I mean, I do it anyway. I don't care. Avengers 9, Civil War 5, Infinity War 8, Age of Ultron 7. You really like the first Avengers. What happened to me? Did I shrink to nothing again? Amnesia. I feel like we're due for a cookie. It's a little sussy for me to want to go back into that garbo. And here's a cookie. Frenzy. I was right. We were due for a cookie. We're producing almost 100 million cookies per second. Pretty pace, if I say so myself. You know what? Hold on. Real quick. Click. Put a bunch of wizard towers up there. Rush on back. This game ranks up so quick. True. If I lean in too far like that, the camera will think I've gone away and I'll become diminuted. It already does my eyes shut when I'm kind of leaning into the phone. Although I'm also a little tired just because it's the end of the week of doing things. You know, I had that night of drunkenness, the recovery, being sick the whole week, things like that. A lot of billions. Billions of cookies. Cookies for me. Billions of cookies. None of them for free. Gotta work for them cookies, man. That wasn't... maybe I shouldn't say it wasn't worth it, but... No. Just kind of upgrading stuff here. Spitballing here. Save up for some more cookies. Theists of the world discover new cookie religion. Strange creatures from neighboring planets wish to try your cookies. Is drinking worth? That is a very complicated answer. And I'll be honest, it really depends on how you react to it. I can't give you a good answer, like a good solid, like, objective answer on that without first warning. Don't drink if you can't not be addicted to it. If you're gonna be addicted to it, don't drink. Number two, if you are under 21, obviously, don't drink. Hello, Dark. How you doing, Mr. Dark Dude? Hey there, Dark Dude. We still got another almost hour of stream left. Thanks to you guys saying that you didn't want me to quit. I will have to leave eventually, though. I can't just keep clicking forever. The background whatever music, that's not all that impressive. Next movie is Endgame. Endgame, I'm gonna give a 6. I was not a fan. I'm probably scared of throwing up in my sleep and dying from too much alcohol. Oh, you mean aspiration. See, alright. This also depends. So, as someone who is very much... There's a cookie casino, can be named after that. If there's a cookie casino, can it be named after me? The Dark Cookie Casino? I don't know, maybe. But anyway, let's see. So the drinking thing. Always drink responsibly. Alright, don't drive or nothing like that. The aspiration thing is more of a problem, I think, with drugs. If you're really wasted, like if you're bad off, I could see that. But drinking, you're not supposed to drink right off the bat. You're supposed to have a drink and see how you do with it, and then you move on to bigger and better things. I can knock down a whole bunch of alcohol and be pretty fine because I handle it pretty well. I've been doing this for years. I turned 21 almost 5 years ago. That actually makes me feel very old. Having said that out loud, I was like, oof, that's a bit much. But anyway, I turned 21 almost 5 years ago. I can deal with the drunkenness. I can deal. Yo, I can deal. The Witch Grandmas. There's 16.5 billion, dude. Dang it. Alright. Blum. Blum. How do you guys feel about, what are your favorite cookies? I already did say for me it was peanut butter cookies. Have been some of my favorites, historically. So, I'm interested in what y'all's favorite cookies are. Actually, you know what? Poll. I want to do a poll. Chocolate chip with the flaky salt. The flaky salt. No, this is actually going to be a poll meant for my audiences in general, but since, alright. One. Now, I can't leave the game for too long because, one, the game freezes. I think it's just the music. But also the game is going on in the background. Because it's supposed to be that kind of game. So, I'm gonna dip out. Right more. There. That's the poll. Boom. Out of these three, which one's your favorite? Horror. It's horror by making. Worry is stressed out, but also very nice. Enthusiasm is what they sound like. I mean, I don't know. It's very hard for me to go on. I gotta feel the character development, you know? You feel me? Not really. Minecraft Tricky Trials about to be... Well, the funny thing is, I'm technically planning on doing all 3 of those in the next couple months, so... We really wish we got a Hotofa boyfriend mirror, but that is just... Favorite cookie is either peanut butter cookie... or not chocolate chip cookie and milk. See, that's what I was saying, too. It's crazy. Oh, it's by the witch grandma. I got the witch grandma who fell in love with you. Pum 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 pum. Uh, 551 billion. Alright, so we're in the 50 billion little section here. The double chip cookies right there. Dum 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 dum. We got almost 20 million cookies per second. Let's go. Would you return extra change from a mega corporation like Walmart? No. It would have to be very, very, like, morally confounding for me to do that. There was one time where an item rung up very, very not what the price said. It was supposed to be, like, $2, and it rung up as, like a 10 off, like 21 cents or something like that. And it was at Walmart, it was a clearance item, and I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna correct them. Because they're making me do the work to check out and everything anyway. They wanted to be lame about it. And it's like, look, if they're the ones... Like, if they're the ones having problems... Like, whenever a malfunction happens in that system and it's not, like, obscene. Like, if they're like, oh, yes, here's your change, $1,000. To be like, well, clearly I can't accept that, but... No, if Walmart screws up, that's on them. What if it's a logo bomb? No, well, I mean, it depends. Like, if they give me back extra change, I'm very likely to want to return the change. Because you didn't give me a big difference. You just said local mom and pop shop, like, literally one store, small business, or friggin' Walmart. That's, like, 2 opposite ends of that spectrum. And there's no real way to justify, you know, like, in that question, whether or not I like this business or not. Because, I mean, if I could suss out, like, alright, do I care about this business? Do I like the people? I would return the extra change. I wouldn't be able to feel good about going home, having them accidentally shortchange themselves, me notice and not say anything. That is your character development in Discord. Nestle indirectly killed children. Well, look. Nestle specifically? Oh, you just copied and pasted a whole chunk of paragraph in Discord. Dude, we got some interest in Minecraft though. That is my that is potentially my backup plan on Monday, by the way, is playing Minecraft with my roommate if Skoggle's not ready to come back, cuz he is coming home, I believe, on Monday, but he just might not be ready to do a stream because he's coming home from an over half a week trip from Ohio, and it's like a 10 to 12 hour trip. So it's a big one. It's going to be full of emotions too. I don't know if they got him drunk at the bachelor party or anything like that. I assume actually not, because I said that, and as soon as they said that, I'm like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. They get him drunk at the bachelor party. It's Skoggle. He's not gonna want to drink. See, it's funny. I know my friends well enough to know that was a very stupid question. But either way, so when you do Minecraft, a casino named Dark Casino. Well, what if I name it the Dark Casino? Or like, name it not Dark Casino like it's legitimately yours, but like name it after you in a way. I'd be more into that. Like, the Dark Casino, something to do with the word dark. Like with my own thing. I also don't know how to make a casino in Minecraft. That sounds kind of difficult. I'd be starting off from scratchity scratch with very little. Although the one thing is timing. Which sounds like they have more character development? Chaos or negativity? I mean, I can't stop and read the whole thing right now. And I can. I don't want to. To me, negativity has to sort of have a like counterbalance. See, here's what I'll say about characters. If you have a character that's negative, you have to let them learn to not be so negative, but also not completely turn it around, because it defeats the purpose of the character. So it's more about tempering negativity probably at that point. Also, I've been collecting a lot of cookies. Let's see if we buy some stuff. We'll buy some more stuff. Boom. 10 billion. I can't keep affording that. Sorry about the coughing. Sorry about the coughing. This stonk is worth quite a bit. I did it again. What's the chances? Chance to backfire is 15%. That's way more than I'm used to. Ah, no. A drug dealing house in Minecraft. Why a drug dealing house? It's chaos. Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like negativity. Negativity. There's only a few ways I can see doing that kind of character. Chaos can go in a lot of different directions. As if I actually finish my statement, like finish my not statement, my thought, which sounds like they have more character development. Horror or positivity? I would say horror. Again, positivity and negativity are very kind of basic-y emotions, but horror could have a lot of development that I could think of. Also, I'm currently running on Garbo. I am very much unlikely to use the Wizard Tower now after it backfired on me twice in quick succession. This makes me hate this game right now, is when that backfire happens, I'm halved. Very lame. Hold on. See if there's a way to... Ooh. Closing the grimoire. I guess maybe I'm just not using the grimoire correctly either. Let's just buy some stonk. Look at the garden. It's a beautiful garden. It's actually positivity. Horror is actually kind of a side character at the moment. I don't know. I'm going based off of supposition. Because it'd be funny. I mean, what drugs do I have in Minecraft, man? I'd have to figure it out. What about ADHD or neutral? I don't know how you keep getting them wrong. How did I get it wrong? I didn't even pick one for the first one. At least I don't think I did. Maybe I did. Let's just try neutral. Sounds like it'd have a lot of character development. I didn't know. I didn't know. Like, I thought this was opinion at first, and then it turned into quiz, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm just getting them wrong. You chose neg. I did. Well, negativo. Well, all right. I didn't know I was choosing at that point. I thought you were just like, oh, which do you think is more character development is like an idea of a concept. I didn't know that there was actual right and wrong answers. Changes things. Even backfired on like a dimwit here. 50% chance has happened twice already to me this stream. I'll do it neutral. Dude. Bocchi the cookie over here. Getting backfired on. Not cool. Supposed to be making almost 23 million cookies per second. Alright. Oh no, I've shrunk again. I keep shrinking when I go slightly out of view, I think. Insanity. Interesting. Sorry about the cough. See, this is part of the thing. I was like, I'm not feeling the best. I'm not feeling the worst either. I think the Dark Casino needs to follow the slot machine scratch at the bar with the key in it. Dude. What do you think? Alright. Maybe I haven't been on Minecraft in 7 years, but I don't think they added all of that to my... I don't know how I'd even put half that crap in a Minecraft casino. I don't even know how I'd make a Minecraft casino, you know? I don't know. Actually, really, it's a big pile of heck if I know, because... Heck if I know. Oh, yes. Make more. Stock market. Buy more. These are not that cool. This will be awesome. I'm not a broker. ADHD or amnesia? Amnesia, the Dark Descent, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Billions of cookies. Cookies for me. Billions of cookies. Cookies not free. Still halfway through that thing. Freaking wizard tower. Grandma, you could have stopped it. Bocchi the cookie. News fossil records show cookie-based organisms prevalent during Cambrian explosion. Ah, so the scientists don't know how to read the data. Yo, we got the frenzy. That's the big frenzy, yo. We getting it all, yeah. Alright, we got almost 2 billion cooks. Too many cooks. Let's go. That bag. Go to get that bag. Hi, Sock Gamer. What's up? Good night, Bulb. Good night, Jack Waffles. Mr. Waffles. Minecraft is the big one. For literally, can you know how much it gives you numbers and you tell the numbers? Oh. I wonder if there's a way to do that with redstone. There. I don't know. I haven't played Minecraft in at least 7 years, I think, so I'll be just trying to use my controller, my Switch controller with it. Since my Switch controller maps to a bunch of stuff, be setting up the Minecraft. Possibly playing a LAN world. Be doing stuff. Shuffle. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How early is too early for you guys also? Because I feel like I stream super late and you guys still come in like kind of later in the evening and kind of are sort of between like dipping in, dipping out, stuff like that. I mean, you guys do have lives, so. You move in, you move out. Hands up, hands down. Dude, how many billion cookies do we need to get that thing? 70? 70 Billy Billies? Got nearly. Look at this crap. Hold on. Well, one of them went away. I haven't been paying attention to the ticks very well. But knock a couple of those in there. Then F6. Baby. And keep buying stunk. Stunk. It's summer, I don't care. That's true. I'm gonna watch a whole stream this time. Redstone has upgraded. Yeah, I bet it has. I've been hearing a lot of things. I'm not sure how early in the day I'm gonna be wanting to do a stream where it's a Minecraft stream. Frenzy. Make it 101 million cookies per thing. We're doing pretty good though. For having taken 2 very big L's in the form of backfired spell. I do want to try getting the bank upgrade. In my 50 friggin' banks. Also, what else is in a casino? Imagine a button every time you click it, it kills someone as well. How many times you click in it? It kills someone? So, you say it kills someone. Can I control who it kills? Because if otherwise, it's just killing a random person. That's awful. I'm never doing that. For $1,000. I have to live with all that. If I could kill concerted people, then it's like, well, I can set my sights on, like, terrorists and dictators. Then I wouldn't feel so bad about clicking the button, but, you know. Even people who I don't particularly see as all that fun or cool, I wouldn't do that. I think killing people for money is pretty cringe. Unless it's for a good cause, you know. That's why I would never be an assassin. Two people die a second. Like in the world? I mean, I would have thought it would be more than that. Because if the 2 people die a second, and then 120 people die a minute, times 60, so that'd be what? 12 times 6 would be 72 people die. No. Yeah, 72 people, 720, sorry. 7,200 people would die an hour. That's quite a lot. And then times 24, and I don't even feel like doing that math. Although it's easier math, I think. Be 14.4 thousand would be times 2. So 144,000 plus 4 times. Yeah, I'm not doing all that. I literally almost got to the end of the math, and I'm not doing like per hour, per day. But yeah. I mean, obviously that's just an average, right? It's not an exact science like that. Kind of sucks, though. It's mostly kids that die from dehydration and heart attacks. So you're saying kids in third world countries primarily dying from dehydration and people dying of heart attacks. Heart disease is the #1 killer in America. I thought for a long time they kept saying that. But I mean, in a literal sense, it's the #1 killer. But you know, 2 hours and 43 minutes. So we'll end off in another 17 minutes if that's all right. I would be willing to go for longer, but I will die of starvation, dehydration. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm going to go and make myself some tea and some food, and potentially do a few more things before I have to go to bed. Try and get up in the morning. See how I'm feeling. If I'm hacking up along, I don't know. Hopefully I should be doing better. Iced tea or hot tea? Hot tea. Hot tea. I mean, I could do iced tea. I should be making that at some point in the near future too, but we will be going with hot tea for a multitude of reasons, but hey yo. Oh, Click Frenzy. That's a lot of cookies. Just, you know, conjure up 500 billion cookies out of nowhere, you know? I think I'm buying some more stonk there. Get some more of this, too. Alright, well. That's a lot. A billion. I don't want to spend that all right there. These are +5 for 100 billion each. Let's just start doing it this way. Da, 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 da. Quite a bit of good. I mean, hot tea tastes like dirt water. I love hot tea. I'm dropping some Silly Willy bombs at the Silly Willy Marathon. Whoa, my gosh, no. I'm from Boston, you know. I did not know anyone who had a bad thing happen to them as a result of that, but... is fade. What should I get out of all the stuff that's there? And me thinking, it happened again? How could it happen again? How could it happen to me again? I hate the Wizard Tower. What? How? I was like, there's no way it's gonna happen again. It's only 15% chance. Oh, that makes me so mad. And that'll take us to the end of stream, too. Before that runs out. I can't believe it. You are, yeah, Dark Hit's a little bit unhinged. How did that happen? I can't believe that that happened again. My lord. No, no, no. Freaking go away, Clot. Lost 45 minutes of my life to frickin' Clot over here. At least this is cheap. Right, it's cheapo. Cheapadilly. Oh, it's even cheaper now. It's even cheaper now. Frickin'. Yeah, I wonder. Let's do it again, because at least it probably doesn't stack, right? What is this? Diminished ineptitude? Oh, God. Man, love Minecraft. I haven't played Minecraft in so long. Just made a ton of cookies. Well, we're buying this. That's for certain. We're raising our cookie potential here. What do we got? Let's see. We got 11 minutes left for 3 hours. Oh my gosh. This YouTube album, the YouTube album is weird. A random clip I made got... What? Yeah, no. That's what happens. You have a clip that got 300,000 views. That is pretty good. Was it on, like, shorts? Like YouTube shorts? The Schwartz. 10 Billy. The garden. Oh my goodness. Frenzy. We're gonna buy that ship. I'm gonna buy that ship. No, regular format YouTube vid. Dang. How many subs do you have? 300,000. I would... That's like more views than I've gotten on my main channel and this channel combined, potentially. Yeah. I mean, that's why, like, I put some hard work into videos sometimes, get little from them, then I just kind of cobble. Like, Nobody Understands Zorro is my most popular video on my main channel. By the way, we're bringing that back. I do have to make the trailer once I stop coughing so much. We're coming back with more stuff next month on the main channel and anime-related channel, primarily, but 707 subs. That's awesome. That's very good. Although, I don't know, does that mean you're like half monetized? Because I don't know if that was during the time period where like the half monetization stuff was there. Of course, even the Billies, I couldn't get enough to afford the rocket yet. I'm gonna have to wait for the next cookie. This is insane. Kinda sad. What I want, post gets no views, but some random blue gets 3,000. I wouldn't even have it. Yeah, that's like the way that Skoggle felt. Like his best performing videos were usually the ones he didn't like at all. I sort of didn't really have the same thing happen, but it wasn't as extreme as like, oh man, I hated the video that actually did well. I like almost all of my videos. It's just that certain things do better than others, and they make more sense doing better than others, you know? And sometimes it just doesn't make as much sense. We should be making 70 million cookies per second right now. I've been... Oh, can't believe it. I read way more. If I did, I would make 8 cents. I mean... My monetization goal is to hit 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours in the last year. Right now I have about 2,000 watch hours in almost a year. Hopefully in the next 6 months I can actually make, instead of like, I mean, let's say I only had 1,000 watch hours, maybe I can get 1,500 or something like that. Or maybe actually outright 2,000, because the first, well, okay, this year I probably have way more watch hours than I would have last year because I do more streams. But I don't know. Want to rate more movies? Sure, throw a few more at me before we go. Give me a few more. Look at my garden. Well, we got a lot of corn. Dang, immediately buy all that up. Talk to Star Wars Episode 1 Phantom Menace. Oh, the Croods. The Croods I'll give a 3. Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace an 8. I actually did like Star Wars Phantom Menace. Okay, not an 8. Sorry, 7.5. 8's a little bit too much. 7.5 for The Phantom Menace. The Croods get a 3. The new Godzilla Kong movie sucks. I've never seen that one. Free Guy. I don't think I've seen Free Guy. So I can't give a rating for that one. I mean, the Croods is tough because I really didn't like the Croods. The only one I probably like less than the Croods that was big around that time was Hotel Transylvania. I just didn't like those movies at all. And a lot of people are like flabbergasted because they're like, oh, I love those. And I'm like, oh my god, I hated those. But, you know, that's life. Star Wars Episode 2. And 9 out of 10 for the Croods or for Free Guy. Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. I'll give that one a solid 7. No, I'll give it a 7.5 actually. Like roughly the same as Phantom Menace because there were things I liked about it less, but also things I liked about it more. I'll actually just go ahead and go through all of Star Wars. Episode 3, I'll give a 7. I didn't love it that much. Episode 4, I will give it a 9. Episode 5, I'll give a 9.5. Episode 6, I'll give a freaking 9.75. I really liked Return of the Jedi. It's one of my favorite movies. Let's see. Let's see. Episode 7, I'll give a 6. Episode 8, I'll give a 4. And Episode 9, I've never seen because I didn't feel like it after that point. I don't know. A lot of billion cookies. Billions of cookies. Cookies for me. Billions of cookies. Cookies for free. Won't even dare to try unless it's already on the bad thing. I am very hyped. Let's see what how is the poll going? Oh, we got 2 votes Fire Emblem, 2 votes PvZ2, and 3 votes Minecraft. So you're excited to see all 3 of those. I'm glad. I already did episode 3. I gave that one a 6. Or sorry, no. Yeah, I gave that one a 6 or no. No. I gave that a 7. I gave that a 7. Like 7.0. Yeah. I'm happy. I'm happy with the way the stream went out. You know, even though I didn't get even though I had trouble with that one little thingy up there. I'm glad to know that you guys are excited to see what's coming in the future. Apparently, Five Nights at Freddy's was something you guys want to see me make more of. I don't know. I don't mind though. This could be coming back on Skoggle. You gotta subscribe though and get my you gotta get me closer to actually making money on this stream if you want to see a lot of the horror stuff. Maybe that's an oxymoron. Maybe I should actually be trying to do a lot more of the horror stuff so that I can make more money, you know. That would probably make more sense now that I think about it. I don't know. Hold on. How much? Yes. Well, we're about to end off stream in a few minutes, so also I missed you rating episode 3. Episode 3. 7. Episode 4. Like an 8.5. Episode 9. 9.0, or sorry, episode 5. Episode 5, 9.0. Episode 6, 9.5. It's one of my favorite movies. I'll say that 8.5 for the original trilogy, 8.5, 9.0, and 9.5 because I really like those three. And then the other movies is like episode 7, the Ray one, like a 6, maybe a 5. And then the other one is like a 4 or 3. I didn't want to rewatch those too much. Love stream don't want to end. Yeah, I don't like episode 7 that much. I didn't like the new trilogy. I thought it was lame. I'm sorry. All good things must come to an end so that I could drink tea and eat food and go to bed. But you know what, Sock Gamer? So 3 is a 7. Yeah, a 7. I'll say it's a 7. I got the 7. It was my least favorite of the prequel trilogy. The only really good parts for me were the fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan and the I would say like the youngling that I don't like it, but it's like the intensity of the scene, you know? Freaking get canceled for wanting to see younglings get younglinged. I only make 70 million cookies per second. Frickin'. Alright, 70 million. I'm gonna save. That was 2 out of 10. Damn, dude, you don't like how? Don't joke about stuff like that. But anyway, oh wow, Fire Emblem is getting more votes. Let's go. Anyway, bet. Anyway, thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys so much for deciding to tune into. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Thank you guys so much for deciding to tune in. I've enjoyed playing. I've enjoyed having a good time. Dude, you don't want to mess with that guy. Yeah, bye y'all. Have a good night. I will be back on Monday. Not sure for what time yet. It's either going to be for Minecraft or for Mario. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Wednesday is going to be Plants vs. Zombies stream. Again, drunk stream, I think. And then, yeah, that's why I was like, you're picking a fight with the wrong chat member, Dark. I wouldn't pick a fight with him. And I'm significantly larger than he is, I think. Let's see. What else was I? Oh yeah, no. Friday is Nuzlocke. Pokemon Moon Nuzlocke episode 4, and Saturday will be Escape the Backrooms, potentially finale, or the anti-penultimate episode, or the penultimate episode. I mean, sorry, and not anti-penultimate would be third to last. Latin's a funny thing. Anyway, bye.